Alright, what's going on, guys? It is that time of year when we go through my favorite music that I've listened to for the year in 2022, and I'm excited to do this because I've done like my top 50 songs or whatever. I think this is the first year that I've compiled 50 albums for you guys, so we're just gonna hop right in. I have 50 of them picked out. First 40 we'll go through pretty quickly. Don't have a lot of description for them, just little snippets, but then the top 10 I will go in to more detail. So let's get right into this. At number 50, we have Soccer Mommy with Sometimes Forever, a well put together indie rock album. At 49, we have Daisy with Out of Body, a pop punk album with noise rock influence from bands like Pavement and other counterparts from the 90s. Number 48, Taylor Swift embraces the nightlife sound on Midnights. At number 47, Bartees Strange finds his stride making ballads and creative genre blending on Farm to Table. Number 46 is American Girl by Kilo Kish, a fun conceptual pop record. At number 45, Kenny Mason mixes rock and rap on Ruffs. At number 44, Brockhampton, The Family, a pleasant send-off for the group despite only having Kevin as the only member of Brockhampton on the album. Number 43, Alex Cameron with Oxy Music. Although this album is not as ambitious as his other projects, it does have great hooks and great production. At number 42, we have Benny the Butcher with Tana Talk 4, just your old school boom bap that Benny is always going to do great with. Next, we have a rap album with some of the most creative sampling I've heard this year, Shape Up by Leaky Lee 47. At number 40, I put Full Court Press by Big Crit, Wiz Khalifa, and Smoke DZA. This is a fun collab album with lots of bangers. Really brought me back to that early 2010s era of rap, just like playing Modern Warfare 2 and just having a good time. At number 39, I put Cities of Eve with working title for the album Secret Waters. The cloud rap pioneer came back, released 2 albums this year, and this one ended up being even better than the first one he released. At number 38, we have fantastic riffs and bops from the rock band Joyce Manor with 40 Ounces to Fresno. At 37, we have Viagra Boys with Cave World, which just has so many industrial and noise rock bangers. At number 36, we have an album very reminiscent of early Microphones work, God Save the Animals by Alex G. Number 35, Hudson Mohawk with Cry Sugar. The sped up vocals and distorted drums make for a surprising but beautiful combination on this record. At number 34, Big Thief makes their magnum opus with amazing songwriting and innovative folk production on Dragon New War Mountain, I Believe in You. Number 33, Freddie Gibbs comes through on Soul Sold Separately, as he always does with the gangster rap. At number 32, we have Quarters of Change with Into the Rift. These guys sound like the Strokes and the Killers had a baby, and I am so excited for the future of this band. I think they're going to be great. At number 31, we have an extremely retrospective boom bap record with great features. Conway the Machine with God Don't Make Mistakes. At number 30 is a sweet yet bittersweet pop record with Beatopia by Biba Doobie. Number 29, we have A Man with Mistakes Were Made. This is a friend of one of my friend's albums, and it's an amazing beat tape. You guys should check it out when you get the chance. At number 28, we have Ada Rook with whatever her album was called. It was so long that I didn't put it in here, but it's a great mix of industrial sounds while still being digestible enough for a wide audience. At number 27, we have Everything Everything with Raw Data Feel, a very interesting AI concept, even though everyone's probably sick of hearing about AI by now. It ended up being a very well put together album, both vocally and production wise. At number 26, we have Pusha T with It's Almost Dry. At 25, we have JER with Bothered/Unbothered, a great ska record that brought a lot of personality to the table. At number 24, we have Ibabo Sound Machine with Electricity. I hope I pronounced that right, but this album is like an electro dance record. It's really great, it has amazing soundscapes and atmospheres. You guys should check this one out. At number 23, we have Metro Boomin with Heroes and Villains. This is easily his best project to me so far, and I don't even think he's reached his full potential yet, so I'm excited to hear what the next beat tape's gonna sound like. At number 22, we have catchy hooks and great performances from Molly Rankin with Always' Blue Rev. Number 21, we have Smino with Love for Rent, which again has catchy hooks, but this is easily Smino's most cohesive project to date. Number 20 is a talk singing rock album with great riffs and lyrics. It's Cheek Face's Too Much to Ask. At number 19 is Ants from Up There by Black Country New Road. Amazing instrumentals all throughout and very heartfelt vocal performances. At number 18 is one of the most beautiful space rock albums I've heard in a long time. It's spiritualized with Everything is Beautiful. Number 17, The Weeknd brings in more 80s influence on Dawn FM. Number 16, Adeem the Artist, White Trash Revelry, a great country album that expands on many of the ongoing issues in America, which is something you don't hear a lot in country music, so it was a refreshing listen. Number 15, we have Sudan Archives with Natural Brown Prom Queen. This is one of the best and most innovative R&B albums I've heard in a while. At number 14, we have Quadeca with I Didn't Mean to Haunt You. I don't even know what genre to call this. Ghost rap? I don't know. Check it out though, it's amazing. Completely reinvented himself. Big props to him. His record was fantastic. Number 13, we have one of the best indie rock releases of the year with catchy hooks and great lyrics. The Beths, Expert in a Dying Field. Number 12, Nas Ages Like a Fine Wine on King's Disease 3. Number 11, we have Wise Blood with And In the Darkness, Hearts Aglow. Yet again, a heartbreaking but beautiful album both sonically and vocally. And now my top 10 for the year, which includes a lot of hip-hop records, so if you haven't seen your favorite hip-hop record yet, this is why. Number 10, we have Denzel Curry with Melt My Eyes See Your Future, which just blew me away. It's not as conceptual as Taboo or Imperial, but I still think it's like his most well put together body of work so far. Every song hits, all the production's fantastic, every bar is amazing. This is definitely his best lyrically, and flow-wise, he's always experimenting on songs like X-Wing. This album's just great. Huge props to Denzel. Love the record. And he's easily one of the best rappers of this generation. Number 9, we have Gaius Guvera with There Will Be No Super Slave. This is a record I talked about a little bit throughout the year, but the sampling on this album is fantastic. There's so many weird samples that you'll hear and probably recognize, but the way he flows so flawlessly over them is great. The lyricism is great. He talks about a lot of different stuff on here, and yeah, I'm excited to see what this guy does next. He seems like a very prolific artist, so looking forward to seeing the next record drop. In number 8, we have Kendrick Lamar with Mr. Morale and the Big Steppers. This is an album that pretty much feels like a depressing movie, but this is easily Kendrick's most personal record to date. He touches on a lot of important issues in his life and his peers' lives, people he grew up with. There are so many fantastic tracks on here that I think people can take a lot of lessons away from, especially on songs like Father Time. I feel like this record was like a message to society to do better as people, but also be okay opening up about like your own issues. I feel like this album speaks to a lot of men who may be going through the same sort of things that Kendrick was in the process of creating this record. So while I didn't get a lot of replay value out of it, the experience listening from front to back is enough for me to put it in my top 10. At number 7, we have Sadistic and No with Bring Me Back When the World Is Cured. I was so excited when I saw these two collaborating on an album this year, and they came through. Every beat on this record's amazing. Sadistic's obviously gonna kill it with the wordplay and the lyricism and stuff, but yeah, check this one out. Great features on it too, and it's one of Sadistic's longer projects, which is good. So number 6, we have Black Thought and Danger Mouse with Cheat Codes. Every feature on this record was perfect. He got Doom, he got Joey Badass. There's a bunch that I'm forgetting, but all of them were just great. And Black Thought rapping, there's just so much to talk about and decipher with his lyrics, and just every little attention to detail thing on this record is perfect from a production standpoint. There's like not a single skip on here, and this album really feels, even aesthetically, like with the album cover, it feels like it could have released in like that early 2000s era when Doom was around dropping a bunch of his albums. So yeah, Black Thought and Danger Mouse really impressed me on this one. Obviously everyone knew that they were going to be a great duo, so hopefully we'll get another album from them in the near future, but yeah, this was great. At number 5, we have Jid with The Forever Story. He expands on the concept of the Never Story and really brings it all together on here. I love how he got a little bit more personal on his tracks, and the flows, of course, are incredible. He changes them so subtly, but It's amazing every time. The craziest part about this JID record to me is that I still don't even think he's at his entire potential. Like, this album's incredible, it's amazing, but I still think he has like a magnum opus in him, and maybe that'll be his next album. But yeah, the Forever Story's awesome. Number 4, we have Hatchie with Giving the World Away, which is a great dream pop album, reminiscent of that 90s nostalgia sound. And man, the production on here, I don't know who produced it, but it's so good. Hatchie's hooks are so catchy, they'll be stuck in your head forever. I really love this record. Thought it was great. Excited to see what she does next. Number 3, we have Death's Dynamic Shroud with Dark Life. This album just like takes my brain out of whatever space it's in and puts it like in a different dimension. Every beat on this is crafted so cohesively. Everything feels complete. I just love like the sound space that this album takes you to. And for like not having that many lyrics and staying interesting for that many songs, I just think that's hard to do for like an instrumental album, but they did it. It's a great record. It's in my top 3, which I didn't expect going into this, but I remembered how much I loved it, and yeah, it's 3. Number 2, we have Beach House with Once Twice Melody. This is a great one all around. This might be my favorite Beach House album so far. It is really long, which is why they split it up in 4 parts, but I don't think it's a problem because every decision they made instrumentally pans out pretty well. There's like 1 or 2 songs that I'll skip, but everything else is at such a high level that it doesn't even matter that the album has 1 or 2 skips. Seeing this live, I think, made it even better for me. And yeah, I don't know if Beach House is ever going to top this. This was amazing. Hope they keep making music though. And time for number 1, which is Gene Dawson's Chaos Now, which is probably a surprise to no one if you know me. I love Gene Dawson. I found him earlier this year, and when I found out he was releasing an album in 2022, I flipped out. And of course, as soon as I put it on, just as I expected, it was fantastic. It's much better put together than Pixel Bath, even though I think Pixel Bath is also great. Yeah, Chaos Now has rock, it has punk, it has rap, it has soul. It has like every genre you could think of, and he blends them together so flawlessly. And every song he makes, he sounds like a different person. Like, he's so versatile. It's so cool what he's able to do. He's like a huge influence to me if I were to continue making music. Like, I definitely get a lot of influence from him, and I look up to him very much. And lyrically, it's fantastic. It's introspective. It's something that I feel like a lot of people can relate to. And Chaos Now is great. It's like a mental breakdown, but it sounds really, really good. And that's it, guys. Those are my top 50 albums of the year. Do you agree? Do you disagree? Let me know in the comments. Drop your top 10 favorite albums in the comments. I'm curious what you guys have been listening to this year. And I'm excited for 2023. 2022, at the beginning of it, I was like, man, there's not that many great records. But as the year went on, like the back half of 22 went absolutely crazy. There were so many good albums in the second half of 2022. Yeah, man, it was a great year for music. I think better than 2021. So excited to see what 2023 brings. Thank you guys for watching. I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace out.